Okay, thank you. Well, thank you very much. It's an honor to be closing the second research workshop today of the B Academics Network here in Spain. And I want to thank you all of you for being part of this research workshop. Above all, for also creating new knowledge and contribute to the evolution of the knowledge about how to develop and evolve the purpose-driven economy. And I also want to give a special thanks to the B Academics Spain networks and members in Spain, but also to the IE team that has been really deeply engaged in this initiative, especially I guess that Conchita and Martina have been doing a really good job. So thank you for promoting this initiative. I think it's quite relevant. I just want to share with you some of the evolution of the B Lab network in Spain, and also try to analyze how this evolution could be supported also by the research that the academia can do, and just want to share with you some figures and numbers on how are we just evolving as a network. Probably, as you probably know, the B Lab network has been working in promoting a new economic system since 15 years. And right now there are more than 5,000 V Corps worldwide, and more than 10,000 benefit corporations and legal entities alike. So, the movement is, I would say, it's having a significant influence, and the registration in for instance, the BIA, the B Impact Assessment, which is the main tool, the main standard that we are promoting, has grown 86% since the beginning of the pandemic. So right now, close to 200,000 companies are already registered in this new standard, and Europe is being one of the fastest growing regions in the world. So with all this data, I think that, we have to acknowledge that probably the B Corp movement is emerging and coming, it's evolving from the early adopters to the early majority. So we are just going to that phase. But I would say that, and these figures are quite similar here in Spain, in which we have already close to 115 companies. We expect to close this year with 200 companies, 200 B Corps in Spain, and the growth rate is above 60%. So those are the figures. But I think that what is more important, rather than these numbers, is that we are, I would say, currently entering into a new stage. The initial stage of the B Lab network was mainly supporting the transformation of businesses. So we've developed the standards, we've developed a stakeholders governance model, we've developed the certification. But I would say that right now the B Corp movement is ready to work in systems transformation. And I think this is like the tipping point in which we are right now. And not just about, so there are a lot of questions that goes beyond that and goes behind that. This is not just about transforming business paradigm, but how do we transform systems? And there's a lot of research that can be done also in systems transformation and system change. And how are we doing that? Because this is, I would say, easier said than done. Right now we have mainly three main strategies. One is to create communities of change. So communities of change that can develop collective actions. We have obviously the V Corps as a community of change. We have the B Leaders networks that some of you might know. We have also the Cities Can Be network, which is cities that are promoting an impact economy. And here in Spain, we have launched the Barcelona Can Be just recently. So we are already working in public-private partnerships with intention to create this new network of cities that are promoting impact economy. Obviously, we have also the B Academics network, as you that are just supporting research, supporting teaching of new business models and new business paradigms. And we are also starting to have public-facing campaigns. So trying to raise awareness also in the citizenship to show the potential of any individual in supporting this change. So those communities of change is one critical strategy that we are just following right now, and with the participation of all of you, and in this case, the B Academics Network. The second strategy is about public policy changing. We are right now, I would say, in a moment in Spain in which we are promoting new legislation, trying to promote new legislation to get the recognition, the legal recognition of benefit corporation-alike companies. And even in Europe, we also have launched last year the interdependent coalition to have a voice in the European Commission and offer our experience and inspiration to develop new sustainable corporate governance models. So public policy is also one of our key activities right now. And as I will say, and I will explain later, this is going to have a key contribution. I mean, the academia can have a key contribution also for supporting public policy changes. And lastly, also, we are just working in the standards adoption. We are not just focused on getting B Corps, so on certifying companies, but rather integrating the standards as a management tool, as a performance tool for companies, for also integrating this impact culture within companies. And so we are also in this sense working promoting the B impact assessment as a standard, as a performance standards tool. So this is our lines of action, and I think that understanding these lines of action offers really a broad field for supporting for establishing connections with the academia and with the B Academics Spain network. So in this sense, this new scenario, this new stage in which we are entering right now, I think offers a lot of synergies to work with the academia. I mean, obviously, we need knowledge creation. We need research to create new knowledge. We need knowledge to understand how purpose-driven companies create an impact in society. Because if we are going to policymakers, we have to show them that, I mean, developing this model is going to have also a positive impact in society. We also have to understand better which factors are influencing finance and performance. And right now, we have some data that shows that B Corps in Europe have like better financial performance, but we have to understand why and what are the factors that are just delivering these outcomes. I mean, another field that I would say is going to evolve quickly is the stakeholder governance model. I think that we need a lot of research on that because this is mainly our new proposal, new paradigm is to develop better the stakeholder economy by integrating stakeholder governance models in companies. And lastly, but well, probably there are some other lines of action, but I was also thinking in research about ecosystem creation. I mean, as we are talking to create an ecosystem of change, we also have to understand better how we can create ecosystems with mutual benefits for all stakeholders involved. So those are some of the first idea that I wanted to share with you is that as we are evolving, I think that the connection with the academia is more evident than ever. The second idea and the second, let's say, conclusion I want to also share with you is that I think that right now the B Academics network in Spain is really consolidating its activity. And we have seen that as with this research workshop that you have done, and we have also some other activities that are gonna be acting as a building blocks for consolidating this network that hopefully is gonna grow and also reach a broader scope. We have planned this year to publish the first collection of business cases that probably will be published by the end of this year. So containing 10 cases for B Corps in Spain. And also, we have the active participation of the Academics Network in Barcelona Can Be, creating participatory workshops with companies and organizations to discuss how the education can offer new knowledge. And also we have some other activities in our pipeline as also train the trainers programs. So, I mean, I really encourage this network to keep growing, to keep doing these activities because it's going to have a lot of potential and it's going to have a lot of validity for the evolution of the movement in Spain. So I mean, just to conclude, I mean, we want to foster a closer collaboration with you. I mean, we are always very open and kind to offer connection with the companies, with the actors of the B-Lab network, and I hope that we can just keep evolving this collaboration as far as possible. And thank you very much also for all the contributions that you have done during these days. And I really encourage you to keep doing this and fantastic job that you are doing. So thank you, all of you.